Lesson 15, Database Maintenance, Patching and Upgrade. Speech script for instructor delivery. Introduction. Good morning, afternoon, everyone. My name is Mr. Bell from Ctech, that's CesarBrotherTech.com, and I'll be your guide through today's crucial lesson on Oracle Database Maintenance. Today, we're diving into Lesson 15, Database Maintenance, focusing specifically on patching and upgrades. This knowledge is absolutely essential for anyone working with Oracle databases in a professional environment. Before we start, I want to emphasize why this material matters. In the real world, keeping databases secure, stable, and performing optimally requires regular maintenance. Skipping patches or postponing necessary upgrades can lead to security vulnerabilities, performance issues, or even system failures. As database professionals, maintaining system integrity falls squarely on our shoulders. Let's begin with our first major topic, Oracle Database Patching. Part 1. Oracle Database Patching. Introduction to patching. Patching is the process of applying changes or fixes to an existing software system, in our case, the Oracle database. Oracle regularly releases various types of patches and updates to address known issues, enhance functionality, and improve performance. Think of patching like maintaining a car. You wouldn't drive 100,000 miles without changing the oil or checking the brakes, would you? Similarly, databases need regular maintenance to run smoothly and securely. Why is proper patching so critical? Because it helps protect against security vulnerabilities, fix bugs that could impact performance, ensure compatibility with other systems, maintain vendor support for your environment. Understanding Oracle database patches. Oracle provides several different types of patches and updates. Let's break them down. Critical Patch Updates, CPUs. These are quarterly security patch releases that address collections of security vulnerabilities. If you remember nothing else today, remember this: CPUs should be applied promptly as they protect against known security threats. Patch Set Updates, PSUs. These are cumulative patch sets that include both bug fixes and security updates. Think of these as maintenance packages that address multiple issues at once. Release Updates, RUs. These quarterly updates include new features, security improvements, and bug fixes. They're more comprehensive than PSUs. Release Update Revisions, RURs. These are monthly updates that address specific issues or security vulnerabilities that have emerged since the last RU. Let me ask you this: which of these patch types would you prioritize if you heard about a new security vulnerability affecting Oracle databases? Pause for student response. Right. The CPU would be your first line of defense as it specifically targets security vulnerabilities. Patch planning and preparation. Now, let's talk about how to approach patching properly. Successful patching isn't just about running a command. It requires planning and preparation. Here's the approach I recommend. 1. Assess the patch. Always review the patch documentation, release notes, and known issues before applying anything. You need to understand what the patch does and how it might affect your specific environment. 2. Test the patch. Never, and I mean never, apply a patch directly to production without testing. Create a test environment that mirrors your production setup as closely as possible and validate the patch there first. 3. Schedule the patching window. Coordinate with all stakeholders to find an appropriate time for patching. Consider business requirements, application dependencies, and potential downtime impact. 4. Prepare the production environment. Before patching, perform a full database backup. Ensure critical applications are ready for downtime and notify users about the maintenance window. Remember, proper preparation prevents poor performance. A little extra time planning can save hours of troubleshooting later. Applying patches. Oracle provides several tools for applying patches. OPatch. This is a command line utility for applying patches manually or using a response file. Let me show you a basic example of using OPatch. Navigate to the OPatch directory, CD, Oracle Home, OPatch. Apply the patch. OPatch apply, path to patch file, the Enterprise Manager Cloud Control. This is a web-based interface for managing and applying patches across multiple databases. It's particularly useful in enterprise environments with many databases. Software updates online, SWOL. This is a web-based tool that helps identify and apply the latest patches and updates. Let's walk through the specific steps for applying an Oracle database patch. 1. Determine the patch type and version. First, identify what type of patch you need, CPU, PSU, RU, RUR, and the specific version that matches your database. This information is available on Oracle support. 2. Check the OPatch version. Before applying any patch, ensure you have the latest version of the OPatch utility. You can check this with Oracle Home OPatch version. If outdated, download and install the latest version from Oracle. 3. Download the patch. Get the appropriate patch from Oracle support and save it locally. 4. Prepare the environment. This involves shutting down the database instance, SQL shutdown immediate, creating a backup of the database and Oracle Home directory, ensuring the Oracle user has necessary permissions. 5. Apply the patch using OPatch. Navigate to OPatch directory CD Oracle Home OPatch. Apply the patch. .opatch. Apply path to patch file. 6. Verify the patch application. After completion, review logs for errors, start the database, SQL startup, run regression tests to ensure everything works properly. Has anyone here applied patches to an Oracle database before? What challenges did you encounter? Pause for student responses. Post-patching tasks. After applying a patch, don't just walk away. Perform these important follow-up tasks. 1. Verify the patch application. Ensure the patch was applied successfully and the database functions correctly. 2. Review patch-related logs. Analyze logs for any issues or errors. 3. Update documentation. Document the patch details, ID, version, and application date. Documentation is crucial for troubleshooting and compliance. 4. Perform additional testing. Run regression tests and performance assessments to ensure the patch didn't introduce any problems. Any questions about patching before we move on to upgrades? Pause for questions. Great. Let's shift gears and talk about database upgrades. Part 2. Oracle Database Upgrade more. Introduction to upgrades. Upgrading an Oracle database means moving to a newer version, which can provide access to new features, security enhancements, and performance improvements. Oracle supports 2 main types of database upgrades. In-place upgrade. The database is upgraded within the same Oracle Home directory. This approach typically requires less disk space, but offers less flexibility for rollback. Out-of-place upgrade. The database is upgraded by installing the new version in a separate Oracle Home directory and then migrating data and configuration. This approach offers better rollback capabilities but requires more disk space. Think of an in-place upgrade like renovating your house while living in it, whereas an out-of-place upgrade is more like building a new house and then moving in. 1. Upgrade planning and preparation. Just as with patching, proper planning is essential for successful upgrades. 1. Assess the upgrade impact. Evaluate new features, changes, and potential compatibility issues between current and target versions. 2. Create a test environment. Set up a test environment that closely matches production to validate the upgrade process. 3. Identify and address dependencies. Assess dependencies between the database and other applications or systems. Ensure they're compatible with the target version. 4. Schedule the upgrade window. Coordinate with stakeholders to schedule the upgrade, considering factors like application availability and user impact. 5. Prepare the production environment. Perform a full backup, ensure critical applications are ready for downtime, and notify users about the maintenance window. Remember, upgrading a database is not a simple task. It requires careful planning and preparation to minimize risk and downtime. Performing the upgrade. Oracle provides several methods for performing upgrades. In-place upgrade using DBUA, Database Upgrade Assistant. Navigate to the DBUA directory CD Oracle Home bin dir. Start the DBUA. The DBUA provides a guided interface that handles tasks like backup, compatibility checks, and post-upgrade steps. Out-of-place upgrade using manual steps. 1. Install the target database version in a new Oracle home. 2. Shut down the existing database instance. 3. Create a full backup of the database, data files, control files, archive logs. 4. Use the DBMS metadata package to extract schema and configuration. 5. Import the schema and configuration into the new instance. 6. Start the new instance and verify functionality. Upgrade using fleet patching and provisioning. FPP. FPP is a centralized mechanism for managing the lifecycle of Oracle databases. It's particularly useful for managing multiple databases.
For complex environments, which upgrade method would you recommend and why? Pause for student responses. Excellent points. The right method often depends on your specific environment, requirements, and risk tolerance. Chiwart, post-upgrade tasks. After completing an upgrade, perform these critical follow-up tasks. 1. Verify the upgrade. Ensure the database functions correctly, applications work as expected, and there are no compatibility issues. 2. Review upgrade-related logs. Analyze logs for any issues or errors during the process. 3. Update documentation. Document upgrade details, new version, upgrade date, and relevant notes. 4. Perform additional testing. Run regression tests and performance assessments to ensure the upgrade didn't introduce any problems. Any questions about the upgrade process? Pause for questions. Now let's wrap up with some best practices for both patching and upgrading. Part 3, Patching and Upgrade Best Practices. Patching Best Practices. 1. Maintain a patching schedule. Establish a regular cadence, quarterly or monthly, to ensure your database stays up to date. Consistency is key. 2. Test patches in non-production. Always test patches in development or test before applying to production. No exceptions. 3. Create a patch management process. Develop a standardized process, including evaluation, testing, and application with clear roles and responsibilities. 4. Maintain patch documentation. Keep detailed records of all applied patches, ID, version, application date, and any issues encountered. 5. Automate patch application. Use tools like OPatch and Enterprise Manager to streamline the process and reduce manual errors. 6. Monitor patch-related logs. Regularly review logs to identify any issues or errors that may have occurred. Upgrade best practices. 1. Plan for sufficient downtime. Allocate enough time for the upgrade process, including backup, upgrade, and post-upgrade tasks. 2. Perform a thorough compatibility assessment. Review new features, changes, and potential compatibility issues to identify and address problems before upgrading. 3. Create a detailed upgrade plan. Develop a comprehensive plan including roles, timeline, and contingency measures. 4. Test in a realistic environment. Ensure your test environment closely resembles production. 5. Automate the upgrade process. Use tools like DBUA and FPP to streamline the upgrade and reduce manual errors. 6. Maintain upgrade documentation. Keep detailed records of the upgrade process for future reference. 7. Validate the upgraded database. Perform thorough testing and monitoring to ensure everything works correctly. Does anyone have questions about these best practices? Pause for questions. Conclusion. To wrap up today's lesson, let's recap the key points. 1. Regular patching and upgrading are essential for maintaining database security, stability, and performance. 2. Oracle provides various types of patches, CPUs, PSUs, RUs, RURs, and upgrade methods, in place, out of place, to address different needs. 3. Proper planning and testing are crucial for successful patching and upgrading. 4. Post-implementation verification and documentation are just as important as the implementation itself. 5. Following best practices helps minimize risk and downtime while ensuring optimal database performance. As you continue your journey in database administration, remember that patching and upgrading are not just technical tasks, they're essential components of a comprehensive database management strategy. The time you invest in planning and executing these activities properly will pay dividends in system reliability, security, and performance. For your next assignment, I'd like you to create a patching plan for a fictional company with 3 Oracle databases supporting different business functions. Consider factors like timing, testing, and communication with stakeholders. Thank you for your attention today. Are there any final questions before we conclude? And pause for questions. That concludes today's lesson. Remember, at Ctech, we're committed to your success. Feel free to reach out if you need additional clarification on any of the topics we've covered today. Have a great day.